So I have a couple of questions. I'm not going to go on forever. There's really no need to. But I do have to say that I think it's ridiculous to compare Shakespeare and the Bible to books that I know for a fact were in the children's section that teach them how to masturbate, or teach little girls to stick their fingers in their vagina with KY jelly to stretch themselves, or the vulgar word for a penis or a vagina. And I have those books in my library, in my office, that I checked out from our library in the children's section, so please don't argue with me when it comes to that. Councilmember Kalmick, you said you want to limit the government. The government is running our libraries right now. What we're trying to do is to bring the parents into the equation. And then you wrote this op-ed. You're kind of like the gift that keeps on giving when you say something, because I read this and, I have a lot of respect for parents. It's not easy to be a parent. We juggle and we wear a lot of different hats, but when you say something like, the ordinance is being introduced to formally create a committee of 21 amateurs. Parents are not amateurs, and it doesn't take a whole lot of talent to read a child's book. Parents can use common sense if they read this book and say, hey, it's not a good fit for the children's section, it's not a good fit for our library. Then you go on to say, not allowing certain books to be acquired by the library is banning. Our librarians do that all the time. Are you going to accuse them of being professional book banners? I'm trying to bring the community into this so that they also have a say into what goes into our libraries. Then you go on to say, why would a city council transfer authority from highly trained librarians to a board of unelected amateurs whose only qualification is being a parent or a guardian? We have a lot of parents and guardians who are lawyers, doctors, they have masters. I already have people who want to be in this committee who are actually lawyers and teachers. So they do have some degrees. I don't think you should diminish the quality of being a parent and how much talent it takes to raise a child to being amateurs. You make it seem like in order to be worthy to have an opinion over a child's book, you have to have a degree. People like me are just as worthy of having an opinion and common sense. This reminds me of your argument with voter ID, where you said people of color or in marginalized communities were pretty much too ignorant to get an ID. Or when you were stating over here that we were looking for an appointment for Tito Ortiz, that you said you didn't really want elderly people in boards and committees for a reason. So you don't hold elderly people in favor. You don't hold people of color or people who are raised in poor communities in favor. And now you're saying parents are just amateurs and the fact that you're a parent shouldn't qualify you. It seems insulting. When I read this, I couldn't believe you actually put this in writing. Parents dedicate a lot of time and effort to making sure that our kids are raised properly, and it seems a little elitist that you don't think that we're as worthy as you are because we don't have a degree. So anyway, that's all I have to say. When I read this, it kind of got me going. And yes, we are trying to bring the community. The government is running our libraries right now. So I'm not sure what you mean when you say, let's keep the government out of our libraries. They're the only ones that have any control right now. So I will bring the parents in to the libraries and bring it into the equation because they deserve to have a table at the seat. Thank you.
Madam Mayor, would you mind if I respond to that?
Okay, you're shouting out. Please, thank you. Thank you.
Madam Mayor, would you allow me to respond to the direct attacks you made on my comments that I published in the paper?
The ones that are right here?
Correct.
Okay, go for it.